All right, welcome, kings and queens. We are back in the palace. You all. I don't know how to feel about this, but let's get into it. The suspect, the individual, the male that is suspected of taking the life of United Healthcare CEO has been identified as Luigi Mangione, and he has been taken into custody after being recognized at McDonald's. Listen, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to believe. I have my own thoughts. I'm still going to put them out there. Let's just all take a deep breath together because number one, we were right. I did say I did not believe he was an American white male. I thought he was a foreign descent. Now we know he's a full-blooded Italian. What does that have to do with anything? Nothing, just saying based on the photos. Number two, why in the hell would this kid who's 26 years boy, why would you go to McDonald's? Why would you move freely about the cabin? Why would you think it would be safe to frolic in the world as if? Now, they say this is an Ivy League graduate. My first question to you is, do you believe that this kid did it? He has a striking resemblance to the suspect in the photos, but do you think it's him? I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of worked up about this, and I don't know why. Who sent you? It's still a big question of why. Now they're pushing the propaganda that he had a disdain for corporate America and corporate officials. Then fix it. Fix it. So does a lot of other people for the healthcare system. And that he had a manifesto in his custody when they, I mean, in his custody when they caught him. Then fix it. Fix it, US of A. Fix it, healthcare systems. But let me pause for a second because I want to get into it. I want to share with you a little bit about what they were able to share regarding the suspect. I don't know if he did it or not. I hope not. He's only 26. But I did say, whomever he is, he's young. And I said he was in impeccable shape to me. I said that on yesterday. Go back and fact check me. I believe the individual is in very good shape according to his eating regimen and his physicality. If what they are saying to be true regarding some of the books that he was reading, you know what? He makes a good point. We are making. We are. He what if what they're saying is true, the healthcare system is set up to make people sick. I can't argue with that, but I really hope, kid, that you did not throw your life away. Why would this kid take the life of Brian Thompson, CEO of United Healthcare? Did someone send him? Is he a professional? I don't think he was denied a claim. He's in a real good shape. And to be honest with you, in my healthcare experience, kids of that age, it's really hard to get them to go to the doctor. I'm not saying it's very hard to get them to participate in their preventive care. That age bracket, they don't go to the doctor. They don't pull up and come in for their annual physicals. They don't get vaccinated. So what would be his qualm with United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in particular? Why Brian? Of all of the other key players that have been under help me out. I'm a little too excited. That have been under what? Under what, y'all? Investigation for insider trading, under investigation for antitrust laws. Why would he target Brian Thompson? Brian got the smallest cut of the insider trading. There was three of them that are on that are being charged with insider trading. And they made away with a total of $120 million. It seems of the three, Brian's cut was 15 millions. What would make Brian Thompson, I'm racking my brain, a target for this young man who was a data analyst at TrueCare? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. For those of you who are just tuned in or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television, but most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. Okay, according to news reports, you all, Luigi Mangione, who's 26 years old, was spotted in Pennsylvania and allegedly had a ghost gun that can be made on a 3D printer. A ghost gun? I'm torn. I'm torn because I don't want this to be true for this young man. If so, you have thrown your entire life away, and I have to, and I need to get to the bottom of why. Let's continue. All right. According to Newsmax, they say they're reporting the detained person of interest in the assassination of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson is believed to be Luigi Mangione. Okay. We do have access to his LinkedIn here. He's a data engineer at TrueCare Inc. And he graduated from the University of Pennsylvania. We have to keep in mind innocent until proven guilty. At this point, he's just a suspect. Okay. Is there anything else to go off of? FBI. Let's see. According to police, although his LinkedIn shares that he has a position as a data engineer for TrueCare, this has not been verified yet, okay? This has not been verified. Amid rapidly emerging details, the police have changed the designation from person of interest to suspect. He is now a suspect. Do you what are your thoughts? Is he indeed the guy that pulled the trigger? Do you think they're looking to wrap this up very quickly? This is sad all around the board, if you ask me. Mangione was valedictorian at Baltimore Private School, according to area reports. A New York Police Department police officer confirmed earlier to Newsmax that Altoona, Pennsylvania, police on Monday took him in for questioning after being located at a McDonald's by a local citizen who informed police that he was being suspicious. I wonder what was the suspicious activity that stood out in a McDonald's. Okay. The man was found to have fake IDs on him, sources told Newsmax, and various reports say the silencer and multiple fake IDs were all found in McDonald's? In McDonald's? Okay. A New York police source says he appears to be the suspect, noting strong similarity to the eyebrows of the man captured in the surveillance video. Man, those eyebrows, next time shave them off. Shave them off for those of you that are considering committing a crime, because that was one of the things one of the characteristics that I believe caused people to hone in on his physical appearance. But anywho, also, the man was found with a manifesto that criticized healthcare companies for putting profits above care. Did he lie? The New York Times reported Monday, citing a senior law enforcement official. One of the cards reportedly matched a name used by the suspected gunman to check into a hostel in Manhattan before the shooting. Oh, wow. Pretty strong evidence. Let's go on. This has got me, I mean, I feel like I don't know. This has got me on the edge of my seat. This is not good at all. Mangione was arrested Monday in Pennsylvania, 5 days after United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was gunned down in Manhattan, was reportedly in possession of an anti-corporate manifesto. Okay, that's not against the law. But the silencer is, and where did they find the silencer? Luigi, the 26-year-old man arrested in Pennsylvania Monday on gun charges and suspected of last week's assassination of Brian Thompson, was carrying a manifesto condemning insurance industry greed, police said after his apprehension. Well, he works for TrueCare. Okay. So he would, as a data engineer, he sees the numbers. He sees what's going on. TrueCare is case and disease management. It's an integrated care module. Okay, it's a disease management solution. It's supposed to provide a timeless, seamless flow of actionable information between case, care, and disease managers. Ain't no telling what this kid is seeing, but that does not give him the right and the authority, as I've said before, to take a life. This is sad all the way around the board, if you ask me. 2 lives. If this kid is guilty and found guilty, listen, they are going to make an example out of him. I would not be surprised if they handed him the DP. the death penalty, you all, to make an example out of him. Is this going to change the way we do healthcare? Is this going to do anything for the healthcare system or no? Let me ask you that. Just a little bit more about True Care. Um, wow, it's fully accredited by the NCQA as a patient-centered medical home. Um, it's a part of a network of community health centers that serve everyone in our communities, regardless of the ability to pay. So, you know, like I said, I'm not making any excuses. I'm not. So I just want to I want to pause and I want to be mindful of the tenderness and the sensitivity of this situation and ensuring that I am being respectful to the life that was taken and lost. How does that connect him to Brian Thompson? How does that connect him to United Healthcare? Was this a justified, in his head, justified, empathetic move? Was he being a vigilante and felt like he was doing the right thing? I mean, will he live long enough to tell his story? There's so many question marks. There is so many question marks, and I really don't know what to say at this point. But let's continue. Okay, they're saying that he's a native of Maryland, and I pardon my southern accent because some of you have talked about my grammar and y'all. I'm from the South, and I actually want to say Maryland, but I think y'all say Maryland. But he's a native of Maryland who, according to his social media profiles, has a master's degree in engineering from the University of Pennsylvania, and he was apprehended after being recognized in a McDonald's by a local citizen who reported him as being suspicious. I would like to know more about the suspicious behavior. Okay, I'm just curious. New York Police Department Chief of Detectives Joseph Kinney said that Mangione was in possession of a 9mm handgun. Now, let me tell you something. That's not a big deal to me as a Southerner, as a native Texan. Everybody carries where I'm from. So, is that a big deal in Pennsylvania? For those of you that are familiar with the laws, is that a big deal for somebody to have a 9mm on them? In Texas, is not. I'm just letting you know. Okay. Possibly a ghost gun made with numerous parts of a 3D printer, the type used to kill Thompson. Huh. As well as a silencer and what he described as an anti corporate manifesto. Why would this kid take this to McDonald's? That makes no sense to me that an Ivy League student, graduate, a data engineer would be so sloppy and take these things to him to McDonald's. Does that make sense to you? I'm not saying he didn't. Why in the hell? What? What the hell? It does seem he has some ill will toward corporate America. Now, I think that was a very intentional statement on the behalf of law enforcement. You haven't talked to him enough. You haven't interrogated him enough to know that. You're only going by the documents that you found on him. A lot of us read up on corporate America. Doesn't mean we have an ill will. Is there something in particular that he said outside of the manifesto, or was he just reading? Because yesterday we broke down the research conducted by Forbes magazine highlighting the prevalence of psychopaths as CEO, as C-suite leaders. Does it mean we have an ill will? No. It's just propaganda. It's just information. So outside of that, what makes you think that he would have an ill will toward corporate America? According to CNN, Mangione admitted to killing Tom. What? Mangione admitted to killing Thompson in the manifesto, writing that he had acted alone and was self-funded. My spidey sense says this is just too good to be true. He did it. He went home. He shows up at McDonald's. He has this manifesto. He shows this manifesto. He takes this manifesto with him, admitting to the crime, carries a 9mm gun, has the same silencer, the same gun that was used in the crime scene. It's just all too convenient. It alleviates a lot of the work, it seems, for the police department. But who am I? Okay. I don't know. But this is what they're reporting. I do apologize for any strife or trauma, the document stated, but it had to be done. These parasites had it coming. New York Police Department Commissioner Jessica Tisch claimed that Mangione was also carrying a fake New Jersey ID matching the one the suspected killer used to check into a New York hostel 10 days before Thompson was gunned down in broad daylight in Manhattan with a silencer equipped gun firing 9mm bullets. 3 bullet casings were inscribed with the words deny, defend, and depose, a phrase commonly used by critics to describe insurance industry tactics to avoid paying patient claims. United Health, the nation's biggest private insurer, is notorious for denying more claims than any other insurance company. Mangione's social media posts run the gamut from praising the opinions of right-wing figures like Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson to leaving positive reviews on Goodreads for books including Dr. Seuss' cautionary environmental tale, The Lorax, and the manifesto of Theodore Kaczynski, better known as the Unabomber. So are they blaming this on the Republicans? Because they did say the right. Let's take it to the chat. What are your thoughts?